Hello, Elvenar players.
Hello.
This is Tom from Community Management and Timon Game Design. And today we are going to talk about the winter event, the
Yes,
three
definitely.
glacier giants.
Definitely.
And we introduce a new mechanic, which is
Set buildings. Well, in the winter event you can collect several buildings as you can in our events. And with some of these buildings you can create a set in your city to get even bigger bonuses from the buildings. For that you have to build them next to each other. And when you do that, then the bonuses will be even bigger, they will produce more stuff.
and they have to be different ones. So, for instance, if you have one of these buildings twice, it will only boost the other buildings
Yes.
once,
That's
right?
true.
So you really have to have all the 5 different buildings there are. One of them is actually the second main prize. So you have to play quite a lot to get this. So
So
4 out of the 5 buildings you will get as a daily prize. So look, check back daily, so you
an
will
eye
not
on
miss
those.
one of them.
Yes.
And the fifth
Yeah.
building is the second grand prize. Our goal is that every feature from the browser game will be available in the app in the end. Let's see how long that takes. But that's definitely the goal. So if you miss something that you think, why is it not available on mobile yet? It will be available, I promise. We are actually working right now on having events on the app.
Yes.
That doesn't mean it will be
Yes.
available tomorrow.
No.
We
No.
won't make it for the winter event. Certainly
No, the
not.
winter event will certainly not be on mobile this time.
But we try to have this early next year.
In the app, you can give neighborly help by clicking the name, and then you get a pop-up window that tells you if you want to help the builder's hut, the main hall, or the biggest culture building that is in the city. Of course, it filters for those that are available at that point. But what we would like to do, and we cannot promise yet when, but what we would like to do is to have some indicator where you can say, well, if my neighbors come and help me, I would like them to help this building. Exactly.
We don't have an option
Yes.
for you to tell players, other players, how you would like to receive help.
Yeah.
And that's what we need to add.
Anna Green asks, are you going to upgrade the app to be able to do everything you can do on the browser? Quick answer is yes.
Yes.
That is the idea.
When will you extend the broken Rune Shard bar past 10?
Yes, Timon, when will we?
I don't know.
Me neither.
I still hate the situation.
Yes.
I especially hate it when you have this great ancient wonder, Anna's Embassy, which produces broken shards and you cannot collect anymore because
Oh, yes.
because I built all my ancient wonders and currently none of them is in Rune Shard phase. Every ancient wonder is more important than any other building there. So of course I make room for it if I unlock it. I know it's worth
But
the
then
space.
if you level it up, it will give you way more bonuses than your normal residences and workshops
Yes.
and manufacturers would.
Yeah.
So it's actually good to invest in the ancient wonders.
I have all the ancient wonders. I designed it, I balanced it. I know it's great, so you can believe me. Build them all. It's really worth its space because they grow as you grow, and that is an advantage none of the other buildings has. So rune shards, I hate that you cannot like spend them on a different way. When your rune shard, your broken shard bar is full, and you don't have any circle to fill up, then you can't use them, and that's not cool.
It's not cool.
It's not cool. So I'm pushing a bit to get something done there, but we also, like, you can certainly imagine that adding events to the app, for instance, is more important than fixing this problem, because not so many players have this problem. Thank you a lot for your questions.
Yes.
Merry Christmas. Please go on.
And if you have more questions, while we won't be here answering them on the Facebook Live session anymore, because this will be the last one for this year.
Yeah.
You can always ask your questions in the forums and on Facebook. We will be happy to come back to you and answer them.
One more final remark. Some of you might also watch the Elvenar TV episodes, and we just released the last one. So there won't be any new Elvenar TV episodes.
Not in that form.
Not in the near
But we
future,
will-
or
but we
not in
will-
that format. We
will
are not
keep
sure yet.
But we will keep videos, so that will be nice. So then, happy holiday season to everyone, and then
Merry
we will see you in the
Christmas.
next year again.
See you next year.
Hi, I've got a couple of brief comments that I'm putting at the end of this because that's a very short session. It's only about 5 minutes long. First of all, I took out the repetitions. There was a question about storage, and there was a question about whether expansions would be given as event prizes. Those are both covered in many of the other Q&As, so I took them out. The second thing is I want to mention to you that we do have a comprehensive event guide with all the information that you need. And I'll put a link under the video where you can go and take a look if you'd like to use it. Then the third thing that I want to mention is that, in my humble opinion, these question and answer sessions are not working well. There's a tremendous amount of time that is lost answering questions that have been answered in previous sessions, and there's also a lot of time that is lost staring at the computer monitor trying to find a question to answer, and then perhaps the one that is chosen may not be the very best one. So I just wanted to share with you that we have threads on the 3 big forums, that is US, EN and Beta, and they were created to give players the chances to ask questions to the design team. Well, there are about 30 questions in each of the forums that haven't been answered yet, and there are things that people really want to know. So my suggestion is perhaps the next time that we have a question and answer session that they don't do it live, in order to prepare their answers, and then we could have a not live, we could have a scripted Q&A session where they would answer all of these questions. And believe me, there are lots. There are at least 30 questions in the forum that are yet to be answered. We do understand that some of them can't be answered for technical reasons, because perhaps there are game secrets involved that Timon and his team don't want their competitors to hear about, but there are lots of things that they can. So I'm going to put those links underneath, and if you have a question that you'd like to ask, just go to the forums, as I said, the English, the US and the Beta forum, and just pop your question in there. And hopefully Timon and his team at some stage in the new year will do a session where they take those 20, 30 or even more, there are lots and lots of them, where they can just clear the board and answer the whole lot. Wouldn't that be nice? Good. Well, I hope you'll see you on Facebook, and a wonderful festive season to you and your families, and a happy new year. Bye.